So I thought I knew all of the common phrasal verbs. English is my first language, but reaching across, I had never heard that one until I heard it from you, KAORU. How is that word used in international business?
Well, Shelley, in large multinational organizations or very complex matrix corporations, it means making yourself visible.
Making yourself visible, okay. So that's a difficult bit of language, but also culturally, maybe that's not universal. Is that something that you help your clients to understand what that concept means, to make yourself visible?
Oh yes, this is I help, for instance, one coaching client from Asia, accounting background, very strong on finances, and she was told to progress her career that she needed to reach across. I don't think she understood.
So how did you help her?
Well, coaching means asking questions, making the person aware. So my point is that those tools in English language, objectives, a 360 feedback, or the boss evaluation project some standards that are driven by Anglo-Saxon cultures. That means reaching across to heads of other business units rather than her boss that she needs to impress favorably.
Okay, so that was a culture clash. She didn't understand that was required. So that's a tricky concept, and the way that I would help the organization is I would help them, the native English speakers within the organization, to become aware that they are using jargon and they're using phrasal verbs and just how difficult those things can be. So I'm a first language English speaker, and most people that speak English as a first language are completely unaware that they're using 50,000 phrasal verbs, which people who are learning English struggle to understand and to remember the meanings of all of those phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs can be confusing. Reaching across is an example. So in my training, I would explain what phrasal verbs are and also jargon, because when you're embedded in a particular field, you become blind to the jargon within that sector. So those are two ways that I help organizations. If you can't speak the other person's language, the least you can do is unlock your English. And that's what English Unlocked does.
Yeah, you unlock the English and I try to unlock the cultures.
Exactly.